Hi everyone, it's Gail, and I am going to work today on digital ephemera. We're going to get some pieces done to go with my journals that I want to do at my retreat. So we'll get started on that in just a second. Let's say hi and hugs to Shauna, Juanita, Gina, and Judith. Thank you so much for watching and for your kind comments. Okay, holdover from yesterday, I wanted to show you these faux leather covers now that they're finished. Love them. They're awesome. So they will be, folded in half like so. I'm going to wait until I put a paper on the inside, but that is yet to be determined for whatever journal I use them for. And then these are the tags that we did with the thin packing paper. And then the journal cards too. So I wanted to just close the loop on those from yesterday. So yeah, exciting to have those little things ready to go. Who knows? Maybe we'll use one today. This is Winged Secrets from Tailor Made Journals on Etsy. I'll try and remember to link her, but she's got so many fun digitals and lots of ephemera. Oh, I can't get out trying to get out my cutter. I am going to go ahead and get these made into journal cards for the fairy journal, because I don't have to just use one digital shop. You can mix and match. That was actually back in the day when I was doing design teams. That was one reason I wanted to not do that anymore, is because I like to mix and match and not necessarily just use one digital throughout the whole journal, So yeah, so I thought, well, I'm not going to do the design team. I'm just going to just make what I feel moved to make. So yeah, Winged Secrets is this digital. Yeah, for a while there, I was a design team member for A Tattered Dream. She has awesome journal supplies. And so it was nice because I could use her supplies and someone's digitals, and I could do two design team projects at once. So that worked out pretty good. But yeah, so that's kind of, I do like to mix and match a little bit. And you know what? If once I go along, I don't feel like this goes well enough or something with the other kit that I'm using, then I'll use them sometime. So yeah. So how's your day going? Mine's good. I was supposed to go to lunch with my friend Sandra, but her puppy was on his last couple breaths, and they had to have the veterinarian come to their house. And so anyway, we're gonna have to reschedule lunch because that was going on in her life. I feel so bad. It's so hard to lose a puppy. And we just gave Alfie back to Amy yesterday, and so I'm feeling the loss too. It's just kind of weird without him. Okay, that did not cut. I'm gonna really do need to change my blade. Somebody asked me, how often do you change your blade? I said, not often enough. Obviously, because I struggle. Okay. Let's just grab a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to put those on the cardstock. Can I fit them all? I should be able to, right? Because they're on it. That makes sense. I should be able to. They're on an 8.5 by 11 sheet to begin with. I just got to put them the right way. Yeah, so anyway, I've been thinking about my friend and her husband and their puppers. His name was Otis. He was really cute. It was like a, I don't know exactly what his breed was, but he's like a, kind of like a white German Shepherd, but all white. Oh, he's a pretty dog. Yeah, and then last night I was at an event with my friend Kelly. We went to dinner and went to this event, and we ran into the gal who was the office manager in our office when we worked there. She doesn't work at the college anymore either. But she has become a dog breeder and breeds golden doodles. And oh my gosh, she posts she posts pictures on Facebook, and they are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, those puppies. So yeah, she's done quite well with that. She, if there's a home in California, she'll take the puppies to the people, which I've never heard of a breeder doing that, but it's very, very kind of her. I think she has family in California, so I think, she just kind of adds it on to a trip to see her folks, kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, they're super cute puppies. I have looked at Mike with puppy eyes, showing him the pictures of those puppies, but so far I haven't made a dent. It's like we watch our grand doggies enough. Okay, and then, it's true, we do travel so much with our grandkids stuff that maybe wouldn't be fair to a dog. I don't know. Okay, so let's just give these a little cut out in. Okay, that's a good Stampin' Strip, as will this one be. Cute. Okay, I didn't get those lined up very well, so I'm going to have to do a little trimming. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter if there's a little edge. Living on the edge. That's me. Okay, I'm going to get that up to the... There we go. And I think I might put a little bit of blingy on these, because the other kit is more bright, and so I was thinking if I add a little bling to these, maybe that'll do. Okay. There we go. All ready to go. Except to quote our friend Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures, I might zhuzh them up a little. Okay, what do we have? I have all this new blingy. Where is it? Oh, it fell down in. And this is kind of more the colors of the kit. So I was thinking about putting a little of these on there. The green would go really well with this one, I think. Okay, I like that. let's do a blue on maybe this one, and a pink maybe on that one, and then a yellow. Okay, I need to cut those off a little bit. Stick these in the baggie, because I think this one, about four die bones is enough. And this one too, yeah, it looks like about 4. So we'll have a couple extra die bones for another project. Okay, cool. Put you back in there. Put you out of our way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I can't tell with this one if it's like sticky. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some good glue there, and add that to the sticky. Yeah, that kind of, I think, made them go better with the kit that I'm using. The kit that I'm using is from Junk Journal Keepsakes, Carolyn there, for these fairy journals. Okay, and this one has a big old body. We are going to just cover up with bling. Maybe I'll let his head show. Move that down a little bit. There we go. And this one. Oop. Sticking to me, these little plastic things. Okay, so there we go there. And then what I wanted to do is look at the digitals from the kit and see if there's pockets we can make or whatever. I'm going to set these aside to dry, but super fun. Love those. Okay. Throw you up there. Don't need you. Okay, let's see what's in here to play with. Lots of journal cards and stuff, but let's pull this part out just to see. Yeah, these are all journal cards and envelopes and fussy cuts and stuff. So let's see, what do we have here? Got a couple envelopes. Envelope, 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 envelope. And then there's some pockets. So let's just play and see what we can do. Okay, so I guess this just makes one that's, what do I want to say, gusseted, I guess. Where's my, I must have stuck my bone folder away somewhere from my last video, I'm guessing. Okay, so let's just get a few of these ready to just go right on in the journals, so that I'm just putting them together at the retreat, basically. I'm not, That's not going to work. I'm just going to trim that. So that it doesn't catch. Okay. It's kind of a different little pocket. I like it. Okay. I should probably make sure that's not supposed to go with something else in here. Okay, those, and these are just tags and more tags. And then there's little pockets and stuff. And like, these are super cute. I think all of this goes together, maybe. Specimen slides. But I think this is supposed to go like that, maybe. Okay, so I think we'll just, let's get this one folded too. All those little pockets. And then there's some sideways pockets. Just a little bit of everything in here, but I think it's going to be fun to play with. So let's I don't know. Yeah. It's a teeny weeny little pocket. Thank you, Carolyn, for all the fun stuff to play with in this kit. It's going to be fun to get these things put together and decorated and stuff. Okay, so that little tag goes in there and it fits. It's always a good thing to check. That's where I would definitely could mess things up. Okay, that. And this little one. Okay. Okay. And then this is already folded. Already did that. Okay. Let's do a little distressing. It's already got a little gray around it. I think I'm just going to use Vintage Photo. I had a thought about using a pink or something, but I don't know. I'm just feeling this, so we'll go with this. It looks good distressed. Okay, we'll do the other side. Okay, this one. Whoop. Yeah, so this is kind of a repeat story to tell you while I'm distressing, a repeat for my Patreon folks. But my daughter, I think I told you that my daughter Amy and her husband, they bought a apartment house here in Helena, and they're naming it after my mom, the Norma Jean. And my daughter has me on a mission to find like a cool picture of my mom that is retro looking, because this apartment building is like 1950s and they're renovating it and they're keeping the original, 50s Art Deco style. But trying to find a picture of her to kind of like, I don't know, hang in the entrance or something. As a little tribute. She's got a really wonderful graduation picture, and I know I've seen it. I think I should have it. I mean, I have all of my mom's pictures since she's passed, but it's one of those black and white ones that's been colorized, you know, like they did in the 50s, and I thought that would be kind of cool. But so I'm going through my boxes. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of boxes of pictures and stuff. You know, it's so weird to think our kids aren't going to have that because everything's on their phones, you know. Kind of a weird thing to think about. Okay, so how do I want to do these? Just kind of bing, 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 I guess. Okay, let's start with the base. How about? And that's going to be happier going like this. So we'll go with it. I don't love having that on the inside though, because I'll tell you why is because then you put a card in and it gets caught. So I'd rather have it on the outside. So let's just see if we did well. We did. We're good. Okay. So on these, I like to go right up to the edge. And then on the edge on this one, pop that over and then put up the flap. So there's that one. Now we just need to put some around the edges of this. Okay. And I'm going to put that on right about there, I think. And this one. Let's put that kind of right about there, I guess. Okay. Now, the little tags are going to go boop, boop, and boop. Cute little pocket. Now, is there something that we would want to put just right there, like the little, one of the little butterflies or something? I'm looking at this purple butterfly. I like it. Let's do it. And I think we can use some of our leftover bling for its body. Let me get my little glue stick out too for some things. Okay. Just put you right in the middle, little butterfly. Okay, and what color would we like? If I could find the two little pink ones that I threw in there. New. The pink I've got are kind of big. Oh, that's too big. I want this pink, but I can't find the two that I threw in there, so I don't think. There's white, too white. Okay, that's all right. We'll just, this one is kind of blue and pink. That would be kind of cool. And I think I only want two of them. Yep. Now watch, I'll be looking for the 4 and I won't be able to find them either. That's how we roll around here. Okay. Get that off is not the easiest thing in the world. Okay. And I feel like I kind of want him to have antlers, so I'm just going to grab, do I have my black pen? No. Yeah, there it is. I think it's seen better days. It's leaking all over the place. Let me wipe it off so I don't get a big glob, but I just want a little antennas and or antlers. Okay, so that is all done, ready to go in the journal. Yay. Okay, this one, yeah, it's just kind of an odd one. I'm not sure what I want to do with that yet. Let's see what else we have here. Got some file folders, file cards, big huge tags. Okay, those don't need anything right until I decide I'm going to use them. These are cool though. These are like, this is like a side pocket. I love that. Let's do that. Just kind of a fun and different little pocket. I have a lot of other ephemera to use in this journal, but I definitely wanted to use some of the kit ephemera too. There we go. Okay, we'll fold these, but of course this won't glue to anything until we glue it to a page. But we'll get it ready to go. Yeah, so some fairly utilitarian type videos right now, just trying to get things prepared. Any guesses how many journals I'll get done? So my retreat is Wednesday noon till Sunday noon. So what is that, 4 days? Yeah, so we'll see. But I have other things besides journals that I want to do. I want to make journal covers with some of the fabrics that I've recently purchased. I think I might take my slow stitching too. That's a kind of nice thing to do on Sunday morning because we just stay through lunch, and that way kind of all the journal making stuff can be put away and I'm just stitching. So I think I might do that. Okay, I'm just going to put this together. I'm not going to do any sort of decoration because I don't know if I want it to go this way or this way, you know, until I'm working on the journal. So, but, you know, a little bit, the inking and the gluing on and stuff will be done. So that's good. I don't know, I might like some lace on this. So that I could do. Oh, I have a thought of what we might use, but let's see. So I think I'm going to leave just a little edge there of the blue like that. That's what I think I'm going to do. And the lace could go either way, so then I would have it decorated, wouldn't I? Oh, ah. Okay, let's do that. That on there. And then what I'm thinking is, oh, it's in here. I'll show you. This is just, I don't know, it's called Gwen Studios. I think I might have gotten it at Hobby Lobby, maybe. Just thinking that might be kind of nice, just going down the middle of that. Some of the diety bones are bent. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because that isn't directional. I can put it either way still. If only all these were real diety bones, but they're not. They are your basic rhinestone diety bones. And in case you haven't been with me for a long time, I call them diety bones because my granddaughter, when she was little, called diamonds diety bones. And I thought it was so cute. Now she's a big girl in college. That happens way too fast. I think most everyone would agree. Too fast it goes. Okay, now I can get this to go on straight like so. Straighten out the diety bones. Those don't want to lay down much, but that's okay. Okay, another pocket done. Yay. There are 2 journals. There are 2 fairy journals. So, you know, it's a good thing if I can get some ephemera made, I think. Okay, I have these 2 big pockets too. And aren't they gorgeous? So, you know, I think what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to use my little scoreboard. I think it'll be easier. Gonna work better. Okay. I'm thirsty. I might have to treat myself to a little Diet Pepsi after filming. I don't know, that just sounds so good. I rarely drink them. I have them here because my son-in-law likes Diet Pepsi and stuff, but for the most part, I just, I only allow myself maybe one on the weekend or something. But, yeah, it's just sounding real good right now. I'm a little warm. I just had to turn off my heater. Okay. Aren't those pretty? I like those pockets. They're real pretty. Real pretty. I hope this isn't shining in your eyeballs. Let me move this. I know my ot lamp that I have above my above my desk for filming. It's pretty bright, and so sometimes the glare can be annoying. Okay. So this, maybe all we need to do, I don't know. Not quite sure. There's smaller ephemera pieces in the kit, but just thinking maybe we want like one of my big fussy cut flowers or something on this. Because flowers go with fairies, don't they? It doesn't have to be all little fairy girls. Especially this one, I feel like needs something. Okay, so let's see. We have a flower that will go here. I don't know, it's gonna have to be one that's a little skinnier at the top, isn't it? It's this one. That is not skinnier at the top. Those are more flower garden ones, I think. Let's see. Oh, they're all pretty. They're all pretty too big at the top, I think. Okay, well, let's look in the next size. This one. Oh, that one can be put on kind of. I don't like it because it's red. I want more of a pink, I think. I don't know. Maybe this is not an idea that's going to work. There's this pretty pink one. I could put that there. And then maybe a little word or something. Okay. Making progress, at least on this one. So let's see, like right about there. So I'm going to go zip like that. And then we're going to put that on like that. Okay. All right, let's see. Like that. Okay, and then I'm thinking I'm going to go to the junk journal studio and see what we might have for I do have blue words. Beautiful, that's too happy. I'm going to put that there. Okay, that was fun. It's a little happy fairy pocket. Okay. Okay, there's that one done. And this guy, what do I want to do with you? I love these. Do you think a little word right there maybe would be just enough, huh? Let's go blue again. But we might have to go a bit smaller. What's this one? Sunshine? I'm just going to put that on there. I mean, oftentimes the kit ephemera doesn't need much, you know, but just a little, just add a little something and gives it a little bit of depth too, because it's not all just flat. Okay. Okay, I didn't want to cover those up. So there's that done. How are we doing time-wise? Good. Okay. These, I don't know. Okay, what we got going on here? Are these? I thought maybe they were stackables, which they would be, but this one doesn't have anything stacky. And these are postcard journal cards. I think I might leave those ones and these ones if I need something. You know, it might be kind of fun. Is there one of these that are? That one kind of fits. Let's play with this a minute. Because I had the thought, these little pockets, what if we put a pocket on the back of this? That'd be kind of fun. Let's play with that for a minute. I know I still haven't done anything with this one either. I'm not sure. I could put it on the back of that. Put something in it and put it in a pocket. I don't know. Not sure what to do with those, but this I'm going to do. So let's just make life easy and do this. Okay. And we might have something decorative to put on this. I don't know. So I'm thinking this would go into a pocket because it has would have the writing space, but also a pocket on the back. Okay, so I'm thinking about just putting that right there like that. Why not? Let's get a little crazy. My glue's unhappy with me. I leave it open too long. There we go. Likes it better. Then maybe we can look and see if there's something in the ephemera that would go into this little pocket. Okay. Grab this bag again and see what we've got in there. I saw that, but that's too blendy. There's these little tea card things. Don't know, they're all kind of going the wrong way. I mean, that could go on there. Maybe we put that in a butterfly or something. There's some purple flowers. They're too... I don't know. Oh, and there's these things too. There's these little bits too that are kind of fun. Almost go there. Some little bitty flowers. Ooh, I like that on there. And then what if we just kind of put that flower out like that? Out of the side of that. Then we could put a little word there maybe. Okay. Somewhat of a plan. as much plan as I usually roll with. Okay. Oh. That there. I kind of wanted that sticking down in it, didn't I? Okay. And then maybe a little butterfly right there. I need a different color though. So when I'm working on this at the retreat, I'll probably have these in a bin for myself so that I'm not struggling to get at them. It's too big. I think I'm going to use one of my Bookshop Shelly butterflies. I did get the question too. Somebody was looking for Bookshop Shelly. It's Shelly with an I. S-H-E-L-L-I. Okay. Oh, those are birds. Don't need a bird right now. Or what about one of these? I think I want to go in the opposite way. I think I'll use that. But you can see if I was doing all this stuff at the retreat, I'd get this done. I wouldn't get the journals done. So I end up doing a lot of prep ahead of time, which works out pretty good. Let's see, where's my bucket o' dangles here? I mean bling. Okay, I'm just going to use 2 of those because they're handy. I'm going to have to remember to bring my bling, aren't I? Okay, then put that in there. Whoop. Zip it all over the place before you get it settled. Okay. So now what I want to look for is like a tag or something. I was kind of thinking about this one. Ooh, this is pretty. And it's just the right size. Let's just go ahead and get that ready to go right in there. Then you've actually got the tag to write on this back part and then the front of the postcard too. Okay, so that's just going to go into the side, and then it's a postcard on front. Fun. Something different. Okay, let's check our time. We're doing okay. I'm not sure that I want to bite off any more here. However, I have an idea with these slides. We might have to see if we can do that quick before the end of the video. Okay, let's look at these for a second. And what I wanted to grab is these little people from Sweet Pea Curiosities. See, like I was thinking, oh my goodness, that's stinking cute, isn't it? Not quite big, wide enough. But then I was also thinking, could we do one of the bigger ones? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. She could be a fairy. She caught a butterfly. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of those. That's what we'll do for the next couple of minutes. Okay, so you and you are going together, and then these two can go back in the sack for another day. Okay, let's see. It looks like we want to maybe do a little, kind of want to match it up and give it a little pinch so I know for sure where to crease it here. It's close-ish. Maybe scoring isn't the best idea on these. Yeah, it's off, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Just leave it as is. This one, see if I can. Oh, itchy nose. Means I'm going to kiss a fool. That's what my mom used to say. Mike? Poor guy. Gosh, looking at those old pictures, looking for the pictures of my mom. There's a lot of pictures of Mike and I when we were young. Holy cow. I told him today, I said, I can see why I fell for you. You're so handsome. Still are. More like old guy handsome. But man, oh man, he was cute. Okay, I'm sorry, little girl. It had to happen. Yeah, let's just do that. And that can maybe be an embellishment on something. Or tucked in a little pocket too. Could be, couldn't it? Hardly fit in there. Okay. I think I'll use my art glitter glue. And we'll just go around the whole thing, huh? Should work. Oh my gosh, look at that little face. Cute. Okay. Well, that's a little piece to, I don't know, embellish with or something. This one, I think I'm going to do a little differently in that I think I'm going to, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. And I'll show you why in just a second. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to make 2 journal cards out of these. I'm not too much into making things that I don't know how I'm going to use it. I know I can use that little girl as a embellishment on something, but so I'm going to put her there, and let's find another one for the other one. She looks cranky. Oh, she's cute. Yeah, let's do her. And then what we'll do is just back it with coffee dyed cardstock, and we'll have ourselves a little journal card. Okay. Yeah, I want to get a lot of the butterflies. I think we'll go like that. So I need to cut off a little off the edge here. And we need to cut off right about there. Hey, sorry, Pumpkin. We're just going to have to cut you off a little bit. So then I am going to go edge here. And edge here. Like that. And then we'll just pop her down. Okay, so there's that. Then we just have to back them. Okay, this little pumpkin needs a bit off too. Is that good? Yeah. Okay, and then cut her off a little bit. Sorry, Bibby. Right about there. Cutting a little girl in half and de-winging a butterfly all at the same time. She's really pushing the boundaries of appropriate, isn't she? Yeah, you got to do what you got to do for your art, you know? Okay. Just get you right in the middle, sweet girl. Oh, there we go. Okay. One more step in this process, which is, I'm going to grab a coffee dye here, and we're going to put these little babies down there. So basically using it as a frame more so than a specimen slide. But, you know, you just do what you need to do. Okay. I feel like these could use a little more, like something on on the bottom of the frame or something. A word maybe, phrase, don't know. We'll just put you right there next to her. Got quite a bit done for the fairies. I feel like I'm pretty happy. Oh, you know that's going to get stamped on. Okay, there's you, and here's you. And do we have time to see if we have something for, we got like 2 minutes. Let's see. I'm wondering about Pink Monarch Prince. Is it that one or which one is? I thought I had one that was all about butterflies. I think I do. I just can't remember whose it was. Oh, Bloomin' Heather, maybe. Yes. Yes. Bloomin' Heather. This is perfect. They're perfect colors. So, let's see. I don't know if I want, the colored ones aren't the bigger ones. Let's see about this here. Hang on. Butterfly wings, that's going on there. Spread your wings, that's going on there. Awesome. Those I did not plan to get done, so that's exciting. Let's just get those on there, and then I'll show you everything we did today. So I'm going to call it done with the pre-made ephemera for the for these little fairy journals, but then I think I'll do a bit I mean, I have all these other kits that I want to do. Some of them won't have digital ephemera. Sometimes, you know, sometimes a maker doesn't add things like this, pockets and whatnot, but for the ones that do, we might as well take advantage. Okay. Yay. I love those. Those are really cute, and I didn't even plan to do those, but that's fun. So here's a couple little journal cards. You know, you can write on the back. Love those. Here's our little teeny weeny specimen slide. She can go on something. Here's the postcard that was with the digital, and then I just added a pocket and a tag on the back. And we also have these two big pockets that are ready to go. This one as well that goes on the side of a page, and it's all stuck down and ready to go. Then we have this little triple pocket that we did, so that's awesome. Then we have our tailor-made journal. What was it called? Anyway, go to TaylorMade Journals. You'll find it. Winged something or another. So that's it for some of the pre-made ephemera for the fairy journals. And so we'll just continue on and try and do some of these others. Let's see, tomorrow, I think, and the next day are free for we could do that. So thanks everybody so much for being here. Have a grateful day. Be kind always, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.